Hello my dear students, welcome back. Another mock test, English Literature, ICSE Semester 1. Kindly check the description box for our materials on ICSE, English Language and English Literature. We have a lot of them. So let us begin today's test. 25 marks, 25 questions, and I'll discuss the answers perhaps at the end of each extract. The first extract, I go in the rain and more than needs, a rope cuts both my wrists behind, and I think by the feel my forehead bleeds, for they fling whoever has mind. Stone set me for my years' misdeeds. Choose the correct option with reference to the extract, RTC, and the first question, what general impression do you get here about the condition of the speaker? He is in a sorry and disgraceful condition. He is in the midst of a natural calamity. He is angry and revengeful, and he is hopeless and helpless. I hope you have gone through the context. See the context, see the lines quoted once again, and then try to answer the question. What general impression do you get here about the condition of the speaker? Well, moving on to the next question, question number 2. What does fling not mean in the extract? Now be very careful, not mean, and then don't choose the word which actually means the word fling. So, don't give the meaning here, give the opposite, the antonym. What does fling not mean in the extract? And by now you have already read the options. Throw, aim, propel, hurl. It's easy. Opposites. This is a clue, this is a tip. Why were his wrists bleeding? The rope was tied too tightly, causing his wrists to bleed. He had injured himself. He had become numb and could not lift his hand. He had cut his wrists. Now this is very easy. You have read the text thoroughly. I know that. So, come on. A rope has been tied to his wrists because he was a violent man. He was being taken to the hanging grounds as a prisoner. He lied to them, or he had committed an act of felony. These are your 4 options. What is the right answer? What is the actual reason? So, again, the next question. What sense does the expression by the feel refer to? Sense. Which sense organ is mentioned here? What is it? Sense of sight, sense of touch, sense of smell, or sense of sound? By the feel. This is the expression. Focus on the expression. Put it in its proper context, and then you will get the answer. What had the stones replaced in the poem? Petals of daisies, petals of roses, petals of marigold, or petals of lilies? Stones. And then 1 year ago, what did you have? Take that into consideration. So, the next one. The patriot has become subject to the people's dash, callousness and contempt, torture and lack of sympathy, wrath. What is the meaning of wrath? Anger. All of the above. These are your options. So, decide for yourself. And then we have again the next question. This is the last question on the patriot. What figure of speech is evident in, and I think by the feel my forehead bleeds? Simile, hyperbole, alliteration, or transferred epithet? If you don't know the meanings of these figures of speech? Again, check the description box because we have a video completely dedicated to figures of speech. What general impression do you get here about the conditions of the speaker? The right answer is he is in a sorry and disgraceful condition. The pitiable plight of the speaker. Yes, he is helpless, but it's not proper to say that he is hopeless. The next one. What does fling not mean in the extract? The right answer is propel, throw, aim, hurl, meanings of the word fling. The next one. Why were his wrists bleeding? Because the rope was tied too tightly, causing his wrists to bleed. Again, a rope has been tied to his wrists because he was being taken to the hanging grounds as a prisoner. A felon is anyone who has been convicted of a serious crime, but you can use felon to describe anyone you think has done something terrible. Now, in this poem, the people have accused the patriot of doing some misdeeds. Well, it is not at all clear. There is no clarity as to what those misdeeds are. Perhaps they have just misunderstood the patriot, or this is a result of the fickle-mindedness of the public. Well, keeping that aside, here we have chosen the second option because according to this context, to the context that you have in front of you, a rope has been tied to his wrists because he was being taken to the hanging grounds as a prisoner. This is the most appropriate response to this question. Now, at the examination hall, you will have many options. Those options may not match my options. There, you will have to use your own judgment, your own discretion. The context is very important, and then you will choose the right answer. The next one now. What sense does the expression by the feel refer to? By the feel, very easy, sense of touch. Next, what had the stones replaced in the poem? Petals of roses. The patriot has become subject to the people's callousness and contempt. Yes, torture and lack of sympathy. This is also right. Wrath, very true. All of the above, therefore, is the right answer. What figure of speech is evident in "and I think by the feel my forehead bleeds"? Alliteration. Feel, forehead. The free bird thinks of another breeze, and the trade winds soft through the sighing trees, and the fat worms waiting on a dawn bright lawn, and he names the sky his own. Choose the correct option from the given extract. The first question, and he names his sky his own. What does this convey about the bird? Liberty, a sense of entitlement, strength, or options 1 and 2. These are the 4 options, and in the description box you have many questions on these poems, many multiple choice questions. Just have a look. The next one. Which literary device is present in "and he names the sky his own"? Hyperbole, anaphora, simile, or alliteration? Hyperbole, anaphora, simile, alliteration. The next question. Fat worms waiting on a dawn bright lawn indicates the free bird's liking for worms, the free bird's opportunities at hand, or the opportunities the white Americans enjoy. Options 2 and 3, that is, the free bird's opportunities at hand, the opportunities the white Americans enjoy. The next one. What does sighing mean in the context? Sighing sound of the birds, sighing sound made by humans, sighing sound made by trees, sighing sound made by the breeze. Choose the right answer. The next question. What is not a difference between the free bird and the caged bird? Not a difference. The free bird thinks of another breeze. The caged bird rarely gets a glimpse of the sky. The free bird is free to find his own food. The free bird has wings. Not a difference. Keep this in mind. Next. What are the contrasting images that have been formed in this poem? Contrasting images. How the caged bird sings and how the free bird sings. How the caged bird and the free bird live their lives. How the caged bird and the free bird look. How the caged bird and the free bird are treated. Contrasting images, differences. Next. What does the free bird not think about in these lines? Another current of air, trade winds, orange sun rays, or fat worms. Another clue for you. Look at the question carefully. What does the free bird not think about in these lines? You must just concentrate in the quoted extract that you have in front of you, these lines. And he names the sky his own. What does this convey about the bird? Yes, the right answer. Options 1 and 2, liberty, and there is a sense of entitlement. Which literary device is present in, and he names the sky his own, hyperbole, exaggeration, for the sake of emphasis. Fat worms waiting on a dawn bright lawn indicates. Options 2 and 3. The free bird's opportunities at hand, as well as the opportunities the white Americans enjoy. The significance of this expression. Next. What does sighing mean in the context? The right answer is sighing sound made by the trees. Well, no, this is not the right answer. Sighing sound made by the breeze is the right answer because trees are not sighing, and the meaning of the word sighing is moaning. Actually, the wind that is passing through the branches of the trees, those winds are making this moaning sound. What is not a difference between the free bird and the caged bird? The last option, fourth option, the bird has wings is the right answer. The free bird thinks of another breeze, but the caged bird does not have the liberty to do so. The caged bird rarely gets a glimpse of the sky, unlike the free bird. The free bird is free to find its own food, but the caged bird is not free to find his own food. So the right answer is the free bird has wings. In fact, all birds have wings. Next one. What are the contrasting images that have been formed in this poem? The second option, how the caged bird and the free bird live their lives. What does the free bird not think about in these lines? Orange sun rays. Why did Jessica and Lancelot fall flat? Lancelot cursed Shylock for being a Jew. Lancelot grew jealous of Lorenzo. Lancelot is certain that there will be no mercy for Jessica in heaven for being a Jew. Lancelot claims that Lorenzo and Jessica will have a loveless marriage. Fall flat. This expression is found in Act 3. Fill in the blanks. Now you need to identify the context of this expression, and for that you need to read the text thoroughly. Read the text thoroughly. I'm repeating this again and again. Well, for this time I am giving you the clue. This expression occurs in Act 3, Scene 5. Fall flat. The reason. So, moving on to the next question. Who will send Portia notes and garments from Padua? Balthazar, Dr. Bellario, Chus or Lorenzo? Yes, this is a very simple question. Which expression is not used by Bassanio to describe Antonio? Kindest man, unwearied spirit, dearest friend, or interposer twixt us twain? Which expression is not used by Bassanio? This is your question. The next question. What amount, according to Tubal's report, did Jessica spend in Genoa on one night? 80 ducats, 40 ducats, 100 ducats, or 60 ducats? This is your question and these are your options. Next. Where does Act 3, Scene 3 take place? Rialto, a Venetian street, Belmont, or Genoa? These are your options, and remember to learn the settings of each and every scene. Who accompanied Jessica and Lorenzo to Portia's house in Belmont? Lancelot, Solanio, Salerio, or Salarino, Balthazar? Again, 4 options. Take a pick. Yes. The next one. Never did I know a creature that did bear the shape of a man, so keen and greedy to confound a man. What does confound mean? Try to identify the context, the scene number, and then you will be able to answer this question. Annotations, very, very important. Word meanings, glossary. What does confound mean? Ruin, revenge, curse, or confine? Now think hard and choose the right answer. I'm waiting. And the next one. What is godlike amity? Understanding, recognition, friendship, or reconciliation? Again, the glossary, the annotations. Very, very important. So, moving on to the next one. My people do already know my mind and will acknowledge you and Jessica. Who utters these words? Nerissa, Jessica, Bassanio, or Portia? Now this is easy. How dost thou like the Lord, Bassanio's wife? This is quoted from the text. What is evident from Jessica's reply right after the quoted words? Lorenzo has asked this question and Jessica has given a reply. So if you remember the reply, you will be able to understand what is evident from Jessica's reply right after the quoted words, her feelings towards Portia. She is appreciative of Portia, she is happy for Portia, she is worried for Portia, or she is indifferent to Portia. Now this question is a bit complex. You need to read the text thoroughly. Yes. Why did Jessica and Lancelot fall flat? Because according to Jessica, Lancelot is certain that there will be no mercy for Jessica in heaven for being a Jew, and Lancelot has said this to Jessica. So they have fallen flat, they have quarreled. The meaning of fall flat, to quarrel, to disagree, to have an argument. Next, who will send Portia notes and garments from Padua? Dr. Bellario. Which expression is not used by Bassanio to describe Antonio? Interposer twixt us twain is not the expression which has been used by Bassanio to describe Antonio. The other 3 options, the other 3 expressions are used by Bassanio. The next one. What amount, according to Tubal's report, did Jessica spend in Genoa on one night? 80 ducats, 80 ducats. Where does Act 3, Scene 3 take place? A Venetian street. Venice, a street. Who accompanied Jessica and Lorenzo to Portia's house in Belmont? Salerio or Salarino. Never did I know a creature that did bear the shape of a man, so keen and greedy to confound a man. The meaning of the word confound is ruin. Next, What is godlike amity? Godlike amity is friendship. And my people do already know my mind and will acknowledge you and Jessica. Portia utters these words. How dost thou like the Lord Bassanio's wife? What is evident from Jessica's reply right after the quoted words? Well, she is appreciative of Portia, the first option. Act 3, Scene 5. What is Jessica's reply? Past all expressing, it is very meet the Lord Bassanio live an upright life, for having such a blessing in his lady, he finds the joys of heaven here on earth. So, she is appreciating Portia here. She is happy, okay, but she is appreciative of Portia. And she is not at all worried, and she is not at all indifferent as well. So, my dear boys and girls, this is the end of today's mock test. Give marks out of 25, and I'll soon upload another mock test as soon as possible. Bye. Take care.